Red Sparrow, man.
Yeah, Red Sparrow.
So we saw Red Sparrow today. I gotta say, I enjoyed that movie so thoroughly, dude. I mean, we saw it on a whim. We just, we were chilling. We were watching some anime. And then we were I was like, hey, man, you want to go do a quick round of laser tag real quick? So we went, did laser tag for about 30 minutes. Then we rode to the movie theater right next to it. And I was like, hey, Red Sparrow's coming on in half an hour. Let's watch that. And dude.
Yeah, it was pretty good. I really enjoyed it. I didn't see the movie that much. I didn't see
a single trailer for it. I just saw posters.
I don't think I've seen a trailer for it. I just know that Jennifer Lawrence was in the movie. And I just saw her face and she was just like...
I knew Jennifer Lawrence was Russian, but that's about all my extent of knowledge.
And I was just like, okay, it's going to be one of those spy movies, I think.
I mean, it was a spy movie, but it you know how usually a spy movie, the main character can defeat 10 enemies at once?
Of course.
It's, diving from building to building and evading traffic and
Of course.
It felt like these were realistic people.
Realistic people in realistic situations.
Yeah, it wasn't oh, we lost Dan Stryker again.
Stryker's, jumps off a motorcycle onto a train.
Yeah. But this, I felt like this what is actually happening. That's why this movie felt so abrasive when you watch it, because it's you feel like this could actually be happening.
And in this movie, I can honestly say that there's, the main character in the story is, you get motivated or invested into the character.
She was the movie begins with Jennifer Lawrence. She's a dancer for plays and not plays, just dance performances, classic ballet dancing. And then right off the bat, this guy, while she's doing the dance, this guy leaps in the air, kicks her knees in, break, and then she can never dance again.
Never dance again.
She becomes a government spy because her mother's really sick, right? Her mother needs constant medical attention and someone to take care of her all the time, and the dancing company she was with was paying, because she was such a popular dancer that they were paying for her apartment. They were paying for all her mother's care, all her bills. But then they're you can't dance. You gotta go. You gonna sweat your outfit out trying to dance like me.
So she was let go. She had nowhere else to go. Her uncle comes into her life, and he's like, well,
I want to. First he comes up and sniffs her neck you're smoking. Should we spoil? I mean, okay. We're not going to spoil the plot, but...
Yeah, we're just going to talk about little plot
points. There's some events,
points.
so it might be, but we're not going to, basically tell you, Because, I mean, there was a lot of twists and turns in this movie that I don't want to spoil for people.
That is true, yes. So...
Basically, her first mission is she has to get this guy alone. He's I don't know, there was a lot of stuff going on. He's an important person. She has to get her alone in a hotel room. Within the first 35 minutes of this movie, Jennifer Lawrence is getting raped by this guy. And trigger warning to people who this is sensitive to out there, it's brutal. A lot of rape scenes in movies where it's just really choppy, the camera angles are
choppy, shaky,
screaming, and it cuts. No, this is pushes her on the bed. She's pushing away, screaming no.
And it's not this is very subtle, and to the sense where it's realistic, it's really and it's uncomfortable.
He rips her underwear off with so much force.
It was unbelievable because it happened so quickly. The guy just and it flew out across.
And then you just see her laying there. And she's and then you just hear skin slapping together. And I was like, oh my, this is uncomfortable to watch. And then, but basically a guy comes out and chokes him. And they did good. This was they got the information they needed. They got his phone and all that. She goes to her uncle and then
she's
the uncle's I knew this would happen, but I didn't tell you. You had to give him what he wanted. And then she's crying, she's traumatized. But then from that point on, it's her character... she's I'm never gonna be traumatized again.
Yeah,
her character.
She fights for her, for herself, and she defends herself throughout the movie.
Yeah,
because she never wants to go through that type of emotional trauma ever again.
I was like, this is a great character. I'm loving this movie a lot. This movie, this movie has there's a lot of Jennifer Lawrence exposed body in this film, but it didn't feel gratuitous where I'm like, why is she naked all the time, bro? It was like, it felt like it had a point. I wasn't just
it's like the director had a reason for this. He was like, well, maybe if we make a film, maybe we could. And it worked.
But at the same time, while I was watching this, I was like, this is feeling like one of my Japanese anime.
It did feel like a Japanese anime.
If you like anime, you'd probably like this.
I guess. I mean, like, if for like crazy reasons. Say if you have to go through the government and you have to smash people to get information.
They send they take the government, the Russian government is taking like all these pretty talented people, like they gotta be physically attractive, and they're taking them and they're training them to infiltrate and get information from people.
Which is called the Red Sparrow.
So they have they have to learn all the ways of smashing a man, woman, doesn't matter. Men have to smash men, women have to smash women. You have to be able to do whatever you can to get that information, man. Like within like the first 45 minutes of the movie, like the people like the head of this school that's teaching them brings out like this criminal and then tells one of the students, like one of the people, like, get on your knees and please him right now. And then she's just like, I can't do it. No. And then she's just like, you will, because I'll tell you to do it tomorrow and the day after and the day after until you do it. And I'm like, bruh.
Dude, I don't know where this film is going, but it's getting to the anime status where there's just a bunch of crazy, like, sex-related stuff, and I'm just like, oh, I don't know about this film. But it branches off of that, like, first half of the movie, and then goes into, like, you know, an emotional, a psychological film, you know.
I mean, the main character does find, like, a love. I don't know. She finds someone she cares about, right? Because she's really guarded. Like, she's like, I'm not about to care about anyone. But she does find someone, but it's like, you know how a typical movie, it's like the broken girl finds the guy, and then she breaks down, and it's like, oh, I'm weak, and I need you to pretend to make me strong again. Like this, it's like, she's just like, there's not like that moment. Like she's still like, I'm myself. Like I power myself. I thoroughly enjoyed this movie. I can't even talk more about the plot because that's mega spoilers, but like this is just a movie you got to watch, bro. You just got to watch it. It was excellent.
Acting was excellent. The cinematography was excellent. The music behind it added tension to throughout. You know, it's like, you know, like the same old type of tension sounds that you get from music.
Yeah.
So I mean, you know, that's there. All around, this film was awesome.
I loved it, dude. This film was like, I'd give it an 8 out of 10.
Same.
It was. I thoroughly enjoyed this film. Like, if you like a, this wasn't really an action movie. Like, if you like a thriller, you know, like suspense. I mean, there's action scenes, but it's like,
yeah, this is more suspense. It's like it's
there's
suspense.
action scenes, but it's not like an action movie where it's like like the actions are spaced out, and it's more like drama. It's more thriller. If you don't like action movies, you probably like this, but you gotta like some dark stuff to enjoy this, man. You gotta be a dark kid. You gotta listen to, like, dark music and stuff. All I know is there's a lot of torture. Trigger warning, bro. There's a lot of torture. A lot of like sexual, assaulty
type of stuff. It's kind of like that.
A lot of force. But if you can get past it, it's pretty good.
It's torture, but it's not like as far as it goes with like horror films. It's just like the type of torture that makes you squeamish.
Knowing our audience, the stuff that they have us watch, this is light.
This is actually pretty light, yeah.
The stuff that they make us watch, this is nothing. If you can handle all these various animes and mangas you have us read, you can watch this. This is nothing.
Girl, I've been waiting all night to see you.